want to invite out my two other buddies that are with me out here. They're both from Athens, Georgia, and they both had a lot to do with my latest record. This is Tom Ryan. Everybody calls him the Panda. And this is Davis Causey. And join us on a few here.
In the Bing Lounge with Shawn Mullins and friends. Let's give another hand to Max Gomez, too. He'll be playing with Shawn tonight at the Aladdin Theater. I'm sure they'll do a couple songs together as well. Shawn, thank you for coming back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's always nice to have you. It's always a good day when Shawn Mullins is coming to Kink.
Well, thanks.
And so you've done that for many, many years. We appreciate that a whole bunch. So you and I talked after Light You Up came out a couple years ago. What's been going on since then? You got something new that you're working on? Or
writing a lot.
Writing a lot?
Just lots of writing, and produced, I don't know if any of you out here are familiar with Michelle Malone. She's a great Americana blues. It's hard to actually say what it is. It's just really good.
That's good.
But she's been around forever in Atlanta and the scene there, and produced a record for her.
Okay.
And doing a lot of co-writing and working on a new record eventually when I get the right songs, and being a daddy, you know. And
hey, that's life stuff.
Yeah, good life stuff. Yeah.
Good deal. So let's talk a little bit about songwriting, because I know you're one of my favorite songwriters. There's something about your lyrics and like when you're writing. How long did it take you to come up with an El Camino and a red Trans Am? I mean, how many different models and stuff?
Well, Chuck Cannon and I, you know, we write a lot together, and he's such a wonderful lyricist. And so when we write together, we there's a big challenge going on. There's almost it doesn't feel competitive, but it feels like you definitely want to bring what you can to the party when you're working with someone like Chuck. And in that particular thing, it started off actually with a Prince song. We were saying how cool it was that Prince had used Little Red Corvette the way he did in the whole lyric. And so we were talking about that, and then I already had he was from a small town, northern Mississippi. I knew I wanted that in there.
Yeah. And then how did you get to second generation hippie? I mean, where'd that come from?
Right. Well, she was raised on the Puget Sound. I had that going on, but I didn't know exactly how to get the hippie in there. And I was saying, well, her parents both were hippies. They were da-da-da-da-da. And Chuck goes, a third generation hippie. And I was like, yeah. And then we got to the Little Red Corvette, made us go into red El Camino and a red Trans Am. That's where the red Trans Am, which you hardly ever see actually. They're mostly black or whatever. But
ask Pringle about that.
It was fun. Yeah. It was really a fun song to write, though.
Yeah, it sounds like it was fun. So when you're songwriting, when you do it by yourself, that's one approach. How's that different from doing?
It's harder for me.
Is it harder just by yourself?
Absolutely.
Is that because you don't have anybody to bounce it off and tell you that you're way off the wrong track or on the
only
right
myself
track?
To say that, and that's all I will say. and that's hard. You know, that's the hard thing about any creative process. I think if you're doing it by yourself, is that you're up to your own kind of brain and where you are that day.
Right.
Is where will you be confident as a songwriter? What's your editor like? You know that. Chuck likes to say, like, he likes to start writing around 2 a.m. because he says his editor goes to sleep then.
Nice.
And so there's nothing to stop that childlike creative process, and I I pretty cool.
Yeah, because when you're first starting out throwing ideas out, you don't want to edit yourself at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So how's the tour going?
Oh, so good.
Oh, man.
This has just been really fun with these guys. Tom Ryan here. Some of you, if you're anybody widespread Panic fans, you may have seen him play in the horn section before. He's been around Athens, Georgia for years, played in a lot of different bands, great singer as well. And Davis Causey, if you ever know of a band called Sea Level with Chuck Leavell and Randall Bramlett. Yeah. This is the guitar player Davis Causey, who's played with Greg Allman in his band.
Nice.
And he's just a really fine musician, and I'm so excited to have him out here with me.
Good deal. Well, welcome back to Portland. Now, you mentioned that you're writing a song about Portland.
Yeah, I thought we'd do that one next, if you don't mind.
Let's do it. Shawn Mullins in the Bing Lounge.